Hello guys, in this video I will be showing you how to install your fax board option on your Ricoh MPC, either your 2800, 3300, 4000 or 5000. It's all the same process. So to get started, the first thing we need to do is remove or pull out the controller board, which is right here. Now one thing you'll notice if you get close to your controller board, you're going to see some arrows that are like indentation that's stamped on the metal plate. Just remember that all the screws with an arrow like here and here, you have to remove. The ones that don't have an arrow, you leave alone. So let's get started.
Okay, first one. Okay.
Now we're going to grab the center and the bottom, that white clips that are there, and just pull it out. Once you have it out, we set it on a table. Okay, so here we have the controller board. I put a hard drive here just for demonstration purposes, but my controller board does not have a hard drive on it. But when you pull yours out, you're going to see a hard drive there. You could just leave it alone. We're not going to mess with that. So here are your components to your fax board. You got your fax board there, and then you got your sub board here, speaker, and a couple brackets. I know this looks a little bit confusing, but this video will make it easy for you to install it on your own. So let's get started.
Connect this to.
We're going to connect that plate to that fitting just the way we did that.
Screws.
And we're going to put 2 screws there that hold that. Okay. Next, we're going to attach the fax board, the main fax board. So we plug that into that board with that plate that we just installed. Now we put the other bracket.
You may see from here. Okay.
Just like that. So we pretty much inserted the bracket in here, which would be kind of, I don't know if you could see it, or it'll be right there, and that holds it into place. So we put 1 screw there, and that keeps it in place, and we put another screw there. And now this bracket is in place, which supports the fax board. And then we put a couple more screws on the top. Sometimes you have to unscrew, don't screw it all the way in until you put both of them in. So there you go. Now it's nice and tight, so it's now nice and firm in position. Next thing is we're going to grab the speaker. So that one we're going to slide in there. It pretty much falls right into place here. Let me go in on this side. So you should be able to see a screw thread there and there. Now that pretty much holds the speaker. So basically, let me go ahead and turn it. We went ahead and just dropped, there's a couple metal holders there, and we dropped it. We dropped it in there, so it sits in there, and we put the 2 screws here to hold it. Next thing we need to do is plug in the speaker to the black cable. Just like that, and then you can put it into the white holders. That will keep it in place from moving around. You just pop those clips just like that. So we're almost done.
Then
Now we got to put the RJ45 connectors. Okay, so similar to what we did with the speaker, we got to slide that into that little bracket, just like that. And now the back end. So I'm going to come in the front. We're going to drop it in there. Let me see if you could see it. So it's going to be, yeah, let me see right there. Just drops right into this little holder there. And then when you turn it around here, you should be able to see a screw there. And that pretty much holds it in place, and you're done with that. So, lastly, don't forget to connect those RJ45 connectors, otherwise when you plug in your telephone cable, it's not going to make a contact. So you plug it into the board there, and there you have it. So,
and make sure this one is tight down.
Always make sure that this little board does not pop out, because there's a little connector. I'm going to go ahead and pop it out just for demonstration purposes, just like that. A lot of techs make that mistake where when they're handling the board, they accidentally pop it out. You got to make sure, just gently with your finger here, just press down, make sure it's nice and seated, just like that. And now,
if this pop out, you go please. They say please wait.
yeah, so if you ever get a message that says please wait, it's because this board somehow you accidentally popped that board out. So there you have it. There's one more screw that we did not put here, which is on top there, and that pretty much holds everything in place. So now we go ahead and slide our controller board back into place.
Make sure this has to be connected.
Yeah, so the best thing to do is try to put it as close as flush to the back wall as possible, and when it aligns, just give it a nice little push so that it makes the connection in the back. If for whatever reason you turn on your machine and it doesn't come to ready, turn it back off, take that out and give it a little harder push. And now you just put your screws right back into the way you removed them in the first place. Okay, the last thing you need to do is, if your machine does not already have a little button that says facsimile on it, it would have what we call a dummy button, which doesn't really do anything. We have to pop that out. Excuse the look of our machine. Our machine's kind of dirty now, but I'm using this just for demonstration. So it's real simple to pop this out. Just get a real thin flathead screwdriver, and on the edge, gently just like pop it out, just like that. And again, only if yours does not have the facsimile button. So you pop in, it's got 4 little legs on it, if you can see. You just simply make sure it's straight, of course, and not upside down. Just pop it in there like that and gently push it down, and now your button will work. So that's the end of it. Now hopefully you can get your fax board installed, and if you have any questions, feel free to chat with us. Thank you for watching.